Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about supercharged jet skis, go fast parts, and smackdowns. Stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back to the garage. So what I wanted to do today was kind of walk you guys through my jet ski and what I've done to it so far as aesthetics go, and then engine upgrades. So one of the first things you guys will see is going to be the HydroTurf. So I just recently put that on the jet ski because there's been a lot of yellow jet skis popping up in this area as of late. So I kind of just wanted something to stand out a little bit more. I've also recently added these steps onto the jet ski. So before that used to be a rounded surface and I've almost slipped on it a couple of times. So now it adds a nice flat surface for you to sit on or stand on when you're on the jet ski. And it also does a pretty good job at deflecting even more water away from the rider when you're on the ski. And then I think the last aesthetic thing I've done was I added transom lights right there to the ski for those sunset rides. It looks pretty cool. I'll throw some footage in there of that right now. And then the last thing I've done was I added a Insta360 or GoPro mount to the mirror. And as far as the aesthetics, that's been what I've done aesthetically to the ski. And now jumping into the upgrades within the engine bay, kind of working our way from the back to the front. So what you guys are going to see right here is going to be this exhaust pipe. So this is Riva's free flow exhaust, and that dumps into Riva's water box. Now here's the stock water box for your guys' comparison. So this one is quite a bit smaller. Now, I didn't do this looking for horsepower gains necessarily. I did this for sound, and the reason for that was because I frequent Crab Island and Pensacola Beach. And I'm just going to be honest, the people out there don't look for jet skis, so I kind of did that as an extra safety precaution. Now, with that being said, if you do upgrade the supercharger and go to a bigger supercharger wheel, you will flow a lot more air out of the back of the jet ski, and if you turn up the boost, you should see horsepower gains as well. So the next thing you guys will see as far as upgrades go is going to be this air intake. So what you guys are currently looking at is going to be a Amazon 90-degree filter. Now that goes from 3-inch to 4-inch. And then I have a 4-inch velocity stack in there with a On3 Performance air filter on top of that. Now this filter did used to be on my Fox body, but I took that off since that's not running, and I put it on the ski since I ride this thing almost every weekend at this point. And that's worked well. Definitely seeing cooler inlet temps with this than I was with the stock air intake. So moving up from there, you guys are going to see this hose wrap around the side of the engine, and that leads up here to this oil catch can. Now this is to relieve crankcase pressure and to catch some of the contaminants from blow by on the pistons so that that doesn't recycle that back through the engine and helps, provide longevity to the motor. From there, I think that is about it as far as actual performance mods go. And then what I've been doing as of recently off camera was I just got this thing tuned. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, these skis have a GPS governor on them. So you can do 72 miles an hour, and then when you hit that governor, it cuts the timing and slows you back down. You'll build back to 72, hit the governor again, and then that same process repeats itself. So there's two ways to get around that GPS governor, being a SCOM or a tune. And if you have any aspirations to go faster than 80 miles an hour, the SCOM isn't worth it, because once you put a SCOM on the ski, you might see 75 miles an hour, I think is what my buddy's ski is doing. But he does ride a GTX. So maybe a little bit faster, but somewhere in that ballpark. Or you could just skip that and go straight to a tune and save yourself the $200 I think a SCOM costs. Now, a tune is a little bit more expensive, but you can get quite a bit more out of it. So right now, the target mile per hour that I'm looking for is around 82 mile per hour. So the reason that I did this is because one of my buddies has been talking quite a bit of trash about how his ski is faster than mine. And over months and months and time, that kind of gets old. So it kind of forced my hand, and I've been getting a tune done on the sly without him knowing. So hopefully this weekend or here shortly when we get a good weather window, you guys will see me put a smackdown on him, and I'll try to catch it on the Insta360. But as far as my jet ski goes, that is how it currently sits. And I just wanted to let you guys see that because it seems like it's rapidly changing at this point in time. Alright guys, so now what you're watching is me going out and doing some pulls on the jet ski for data logs to send back to Adrenaline Motorsports to make some changes to the tune. You'll see that I climbed to 72 miles an hour and then it breaks up a little bit because I hit some waves. But overall, I think it climbs to about 74 miles an hour. So we still haven't hit the target of 82. I think I have a restriction or there's something going on with the intercooler. But here goes the footage. As always, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.